Hi guys, Mike The Hedgehog here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the classic Sega Mega Drive game Zero Tolerance. It's a first person shooter game and all that. It's a fantastic game and everything. The game is about stopping about an alien invasion and everything and all that. You go through like all these levels and stages and everything. You have to kill all the enemies until they come zero and everything, and then you move up to the next floor, the next stage and everything to fight the bosses and everything. So what I'm going to cover in this video, we're going to cover the gameplay and all that, etc. So I'm going to get straight into the action guys for you now, the gameplay and everything. So here we are with the start up here with the Sega logo and all that. Lovely soundtrack and everything. Yeah, techno pop there. So here we got the Zero Tolerance scrolling in the background there. Really nice game, really nice 16-bit here at that time there. So here we are with we've got start here on the options. So we're going to look at the options. So the password is like a stage select. When you finish the level and everything, you get a password at the end and all that. It's like a stage select and everything. So you got players, music, voice, sound test. So what we're going to do is now we're going to start the game here. We're going to look at this intro here. This just tells you about the mission briefing and all that. You got that lovely soundtrack. It's like an intense atmosphere and all that, like a survival horror kind of game and everything, with the sound and all that. So this just telling you mission here. Lovely background there, 16-bit, colourful and vibrant. So this is it, your mission here. It's just telling you all that. Right, so here we are with the characters you can choose and the abilities and what they got and everything. So we've got a marksman. We've got the seeker. He does demolition and all that. So he tells you about his head expert. We've got Justin Wolfe here. He's a medical person. He tells you everything here. We've got Tony here. He's a combat. So he tells you about his abilities and what he's specialised in and all that. And then we have electronics here. Thomas tells you about what he does and all that in the specialist. And then we have her. We have this person here. So she's a marksman and all that. Tells you about what she specialises in, communication and online windows. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each character in here and the ability and what they're good at and everything. So I'm going to start up with this one, Sato, and all that. So we're going to start with a marksman and see how she goes. So here we are. So we've got handgun here. So up here tells you you got a handgun weapon, you got a bulletproof vest and everything to begin with. This is where you kill your enemies. How many of these on this level? So we've got 60 on here. You've got your health bar. You've got your health bar here, 99. So we're just going to go through the gameplay. So you can side scroll like this. You can duck down, up and everything. Shoot like that. You can do combat like this. And you've got your weapon like that. So you got your enemies, it tells you in the red on your map here. It tells you everywhere to go and all that. So yeah, another enemy here. So when the enemies die and everything, you get the weapons you pick up. So she's got a bulletproof vest. How much percentage left? So I'm just going to show you this, so you can pick this weapon up like shotgun and everything on the floor. So basically she's a marksman and all that, she's very good. You've got lovely design and levels. So we just took that enemy out like that. She's a good marksman, she's very good on all that with the weapon side. She's a good marksman, 100 out of 100, like they said in the description.
Handgun collected. Shotgun collected.
So you've got a lovely background here with the stars on the space station. And you've got that nice effect there, you've got that nice planet up here. So yeah, she's very good and everything. She's one of my favourite characters I use on the Zero Tolerance. So she's a all good rounder. And also this is your map where you're going to be going. So here you got the docking bay level 1, it's not secure yet. And basically you have to kill the enemies. So there's 51 enemies left around this level and everything. So when you kill all the enemies, it will come up here secured, everything here. In that section there. It tells you there that when it's going to be everything. So when the level's secured, you can go on to the next stage, which is that area there you go through. So here you're going to go here. You're going to be killing enemies there on this map there, up here, around this section, and there as well, there, and here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the next character and all that. So here we are back at the character select screen again and all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the next character next. So we're going to look at this guy here. He's demolition. He deals with explosives and all that. So we're going to look at him and his abilities. So with him, he has a mine and all that up top of here, there, and everything. So we'll just take a look at this guy. So we'll just drop that mine there. So that's his that's his abilities and all that he does, and he specialises in mines and explosives like rocket launchers, grenades and all that. So that's what he does. Just be careful to not to blow yourself up and everything. So again, you got your maps here and all that. So what we're going to do is next we're going to look at the next character and all that. Here we are again, back at the character selection screen and everything. So I'm going to look at the next guy. So we're going to look at Justin Wolfe, and he's a medical person specialising in all that. So he has all that ability and everything. So we're going to look at Justin Wolfe, and so the good thing about with him, he has a bio scanner, and you can see here with the red dots flashing, it tells you where the enemies are and all that. But it doesn't last for long because it goes down and everything. So it's got 80% now gone down. So it shows you where all the enemies are. So I'll just have a quick look. So there's enemies there, enemy there, and you got enemies up here. There's quite a lot of flashing up here. Yeah, so that's his ability he does and all that. So yeah, he's not a bad character really. He's not my favourite, but he's good with medical stuff when he picks up a first aid. So he's quite good in that field. So yeah. So we're gonna look at the next character coming up next. So here we are back at the character selection screen again. So we're gonna look at the next character next coming up. So I'm going to look at this guy. He specialises in combat with his arms and all that and everything. So we're going to take a look at this guy in action. So this guy's a combat specialist and all that. So he goes kick like that, pump pump. So we're going to take a look at his combat skills. He's a bit tricky, this guy. You got to, because his combat skills. So that was a good shot then. Yeah, he's good in combat. That's what he does. Is specialise in all that. So he's really good. Yeah, so he's a good character and everything. So yeah, we're going to look at the next player next, the next character. So here we are once again with the character selection and everything and all that. So we're going to look at the next character. So this is the final character now and all that. So he specialises in electronics. So we're going to have a look at this guy. He also has a bioscanner and all that. It tells you where the enemies are on the map. The soundtrack's really good and everything in this game is too. You can find weapons on floor in the next levels. They get stronger and all that. So we've got things going on there, flashing and all that. So yeah, that's just the gameplay of him there and everything and all that stuff. So his abilities, his electronics and all that. So another great character to use and everything. So here we are, we're going to take a look at some of these weapons on here, like so we're going to take a look at the pulse laser.
Shotgun collected.
Yeah, it's quite a powerful weapon and everything. It's quite a good weapon on all that. Great range, great shooting as well. So she makes a good marksman with all these weapons and everything. I'm going to take a look at the handgun. So that's your bog standard handgun and everything. We're going to take a quick look at the shotgun weapon. Yeah, so those are your weapons and everything and all that. So here we are, we're going to look at the next section of weapons and everything. So we're going to look at the laser aim gun. It's quite a good weapon and all that. When you keep your finger on the fire button, it rapid fire, but your ammo goes so quickly. So we're going to look at the rocket launcher here. Now this is a powerful rocket and all that, so you've got to be careful not to get hit by the blast radius and everything. So we're going to give it a try here with this enemy going around here. Try not to get hit. So there you are, it's a very powerful rocket launcher and all that. Takes enemies out and everything. So we're just going to look at the pulse laser again, the pulse weapon the last time. She's quite good with the weapons and all that because she's a marksman, and you know she's really good shooting long range and everything with all the weapons. So here on the floor you got the health medikit and everything. Pick up like that.
Shotgun collected.
So yeah, it's a fantastic game and everything. It's got amazing soundtracks, classic vibes and all that. So yeah, and you get a lovely 16-bit again at the time on the Sega Mega Drive and everything. So yeah, really good, really great levels and all that. So yeah. So that's just your map again and all that, how many enemies you have to kill down there, up here to progress further again. And your health bar up there as well. So that was the gameplay of the game and everything, showing you the levels, the soundtrack, going through the characters and all that, they specialise in, and each other weapons as well, what they like and all that and everything, etc. The game's fantastic. I used to play this a lot on the Sega Mega Drive back then. To me, it was a very long game, which is really intense. It was just like you're getting goosebumps and everything, like, you know, it's just things like coming at you and everything, you know, it's like a scary thing. It's very dark levels when you go through when you get down to the next levels and all that, it gets darker and everything. enemies coming left from the right and all that. It makes me jump a couple of times and all that. The boss fights are, you know, they're fantastic when you fight them as well. You know, you have to think of a game plan for each boss and all that. It's just fantastic and everything. It's just amazing game at the time and all that. You know, the soundtracks is good, the levels, the design it's very colourful and vibrant and everything. This game, you know, I was on the Sega Mega Drive. The game, I was on it nearly every day and all night trying to get this game finished, because it was just you know, one of them games, you know, you just want to get through and through. You finding out what's happening on each level and everything. It's just so fantastic, you know. Enemies come that way, this way. Bosses fights were good. You know, it's just amazing soundtrack and all that. You know, that at the time, the first person shooter, it was just fantastic on the Sega Mega Drive. It was just like something new then and everything. It's just amazing game. Absolutely amazing game. You know, it just, you know, when you finish your levels, you get passwords. I remember writing those passwords down on a piece of paper. It was just that was just vibes, and a very classic time vibes, 90s era. That's how I remember it and all that, you know, to get, because in those days it was very different and all that in the 90s. I used to have a notepad and everything. When I finish each level, I put the level description numbers down on the password on the side of it. It gives you at the end when you finish a level. So when you come back and all that again. So it's really, really clever. It was at the time. So yeah, remember that. It's just the games. It's just amazing all that. The game can get really difficult in some of the areas and the levels at that time. So yeah, all I can say is if you haven't played this game yet, for like new generations and all that, I definitely recommend looking into this game. It is absolutely worth your time and all that. It's just a fantastic game to play and all that. So yeah, I definitely recommend it to people who've not played it yet. So yeah, have a look into it and all that. So I'm gonna give this a rating a 9, because the areas, you know, can be really tricky at times and all that. So yeah, it's just, you know, it's just really difficult at the times, and you know, the boss fights get trickier when you go through the levels and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna give the game a 9 for that, because just because you know it gets difficult at the times and all that. So yeah, so the gameplay is fantastic, soundtrack's amazing, the character design's amazing. Each character has different abilities and all that. So yeah, they specialise in. Soundtrack's amazing, great 16-bit game, fantastic vibrant and covers. The colour, it's just colourful at the time. You know, the soundtracks and all that. You get intense at the time, and you get goosebumps as well, like I did in this game. A lot of the time, it's because it's that intense and excitement when you get through the next levels and all that and everything. So yeah, gets a 9 from me for all that. So I put everything else from that. A fantastic game. I'd recommend playing this game and all that, and looking into it for new people and all that. So yeah, it's a fantastic game, and I recommend it. I hope you enjoy this review and everything and all that. So, you know, I'd love to hear your comments and your thoughts of the review and on the game as well. I'd love to hear your comments and all that. I'll be very interested in your thoughts and all that. And so yeah, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Comment, like and subscribe and all that. Check out my other videos, like, you know, you want to check like Sonic stuff, gameplay and everything. I'd just also like to thank you, the subscribers and the viewers, for watching. And also I'd like to say thank you very much for your support and all that. And thanks again for watching. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you.